What's up, everybody? It's beau-hindman. I'm here on, what is it, the 26th of January 2018. This is my next Gundam Gunpla contest entry project thing, and I'm going to go over it real quick for you. It's been a while since I made a Gundam video. That's because live streaming Gundams and building Gundams is not nearly as fun as it may sound. It's fun to do, okay, but it's not very fun to watch, and so you spend several hours for nobody watching, and it's just not totally interesting. But I do still do a lot of customization and a lot of Gunpla builds, so this is the one I'm going to go over today. This is for a cannon fodder contest hosted by the GBA, which is the Gundam or Gunpla Builders Association. It's a fantastic, really friendly community over on Discord. They have a Facebook page, Twitter. They do all sorts of stuff. I think they're starting to do videos a lot more. But anyway, for their contest, which will be, I think, ending in spring, March, end of March, they wanted to do a cannon fodder contest, which means a mass production or kind of like a frontline grunt suit would be something. You see the mass production there? Something like a robot suit that doesn't get a lot of attention. No famous people drive it or whatever. I guess just a everyday common soldier type of a suit. This is called a suit. There's a little guy in there, I think, right in there somewhere. I tend to like the funky looking ones like this because I'm not a follower of the anime. I just enjoy the kits, and I enjoy stuff that looks a lot like a focus there, buddy. That looks a lot like a a monster or some weird toy, and this is definitely one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over basically the entry of it. I took everything out of the plastic already just because I wanted to go through it, and I already started building it just to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to do. But here's the instruction manual. It is an old kit. It's kind of funny to say that because it's from the year 2000, which doesn't sound old, but that was almost 20 years ago. So since then, everything about Gunpla has increased in quality. The builds, the way they snap together, the kits, the articulation, all that good stuff. But these old kits are really, really fun. This is only 800 yen, which is about $8. If you get it ordered, I got mine for $12 with shipping free within 2 days. So it's definitely, the old kits are really, really fun to build because if you have even just basic skills with seam lining and with painting and stuff, you can make an old kit look really, really cool. So as you can see, just a super fantastically cool, I mean, imagine that as it's just a toy. It's just an underwater suit. You can see there with the little feet, how they'll kind of have the propellers on them. So it's meant to go into water. Its arms fold up like that, which look kind of funny, but kind of cool at the same time. I guess it folds up to... They fold up to be sleek under the water. Heck, I don't know. It's got a jetpack and all that cool stuff. So even if you're not into the anime like me, I'm not really into all the cartoons and stuff. These kits are fantastic. Focus, please. Focus. Thank you. So this is the one I decided to enter. This is the Gogg. It has other, if you've seen my Bear Guy kits, Bear Guys, they use all these same kind of bodies and stuff. This is all a similar kit that you've probably seen a million times. They've reused the body and stuff and some of the other parts a billion times. I like that, though. I like that they're kind of infinitely customizable. So I decided to go with this one because what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the arms out. I'm going to let them fold up. All you do is pull the hand off and put it in the shoulder, but I'm going to extend the arms out. I'm going to paint the entire thing, and I'm going to do scales, like fish scales with colored pencil. I've done colored pencil before. I've done treatments before with colored pencil. In fact, let me get you a little example here. It's a very, very dusty example. Excuse me. But it is an example of what I'm talking about. You can kind of do this interesting musculature kind of looking stuff. You can do... this was just an experiment to see what I could do with it. And I just did this in probably... 2 or 3 hours of drawing and stuff. So colored pencil can work really well on these kits, but it does smudge. I wanted it to smudge over here, but I wanted to do a clean side and then a penciled side. So you can see what I'm able to do, and that was just an experiment right there. So this one's going to have fish scales instead and be completely underwater, but I'm also going to make it look quote-unquote realistic, hopefully. I'm going to do weathering and some chipping and stuff. One interesting thing here to point out real quick before I get started, since this is the first entry into the diary of this build, let me scoot up just a bit here, is I like how they've taken these kits, and look how clean that front leg is. You see how clean that is? Well, he's taken that seam line. Let me show you here. And that seam line is absolutely, oh, geez, is really, really horrible. Let me see if I can get it to focus real quick. This is my phone, so it's got some issues with that. Might be too close. There we go. Focus, dude. Bloop. Anyway, that seam line that you can see right there is what you have to deal with. I've already glued it. I'll sand it down real well. I'm going to end up painting that a different color. But they obviously have a pro modeler get in there and seam line that up, you know, and clean. That means basically take away that line that appears in the middle of those two parts, which are right here. See how it comes in half? They had to do it in half there because in between those two parts, it's holding a joint that holds on the feet and the leg. So they had to do it. They had to put that seam line, excuse me, right in the middle. Nowadays are so much better about protecting or about blocking seam or not having as much seam lines on stuff. But look at the fingers are going to be so cool. Look at the fingers. Those are going to be fun to build. So you can just imagine this is kind of an underwater kit. These little, here's the little fans. See the detail work on there? That's going to be really, really fun to highlight. You see the bolts and everything. And you can do a lot of that with just a dry brush. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do scale work on every single part of the robot. I'm probably going to leave some parts like the backpack clean or, you know, not scaled up. So I'm not quite sure, but I've already started to put it together because what I do first is put the thing together, see how I want to treat it. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and start painting and using colored pencil on. So that's really my first entry into this. I'm going to be kind of covering it over the next couple, I think we have 2 months to work on this still. But hopefully I won't take that long. But as I work on it, if it comes out, I'll be doing these little diary entries to show you how, you know, the road to the end of the contest. So, but thanks for checking it out. I'll probably get back to doing some more Gunpla videos. This is on YouTube, so subscribe if you can. Otherwise, I do a lot of game videos, a lot of dungeons. I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons streaming lately, so that's been a lot of fun. So I do a big variety of stuff on the channel. I'll probably get back to doing a lot more Gunpla videos on my YouTube channel now that I'm getting back into it. Sometimes you have to pull off a bit and work on something like custom toys, which I'm going to do another video for today. So anyway, that's my Gogg. Hopefully it'll come out pretty cool. Wish me luck. See you in about a week or so. Bye-bye.